What's up, guys? QuarterHoarder here. Doug and I today are up in northern Massachusetts at one of my favorite hunts we do, the Dirt Fishing Adventures Hunt. We came up 2 years ago to Rhode Island and we kicked some butt with old coppers and buttons. Not only that, but made an incredible amount of friends. So back up we are this week, and we're going to be buddying with Steph from Steph Digs and Nicola, also from Steph Digs, all day long because they are expert hunters and we just tag along for the ride. Yeah. We're going to find some good stuff, and we are battling a major hurricane that blew in, Doug.
Yeah, just off the coast.
It's windy, it might rain, we're going to see how it goes, but fingers crossed for some good stuff. Back in the first dig, see you guys soon. Later. All right, Doug, the hunt just started. There's like 3 or 4 fields. I don't know which field we're going to start in.
Yeah.
Whatever one we pick is going to be
the wrong
one. So I think I'm going to wait till you hear the first hoot and holler, and then we'll just head that direction.
Good idea.
What is that in the woods, Doug?
I don't know. A bear? Oh, it's a human.
What?
It's Dog Tag Doug, and Copper Stacks has a t-shirt for you.
Where did you come
Wow.
from? How did you even know Doug was here?
I had to jump over that river.
Wow. Am I that?
Well, thank
look
you.
At that cool.
That is, do you know what that is, Doug?
Yeah, it's probably a shoe buckle.
Well, you haven't found one in so many years. I wasn't sure if you remembered.
Well, I found a knee buckle.
Is that one for me, or is that underwear for Doug?
This one's for you, Jason.
Oh, thank goodness.
Are you guys heading back
There you go.
right away?
Oh, man, I love them. Well, hey, Copper Stacks, I appreciate it, buddy.
It's at Copper Stacks on Instagram.
All right, I'm going to look for it, and I'm going to put it. I want to see a picture of you with us on the Instagram page. All right, our good friend Karen, who we hunted with for hours in North Carolina, and she was one of the butt kickers that day, got herself some swines, some pot metal pigs. We think they may have been wind chimes, but we don't know. She's kind of poo-pooing them, but I think they're kind of cool. And while we were looking at them, Bruce came over and said he had something. I just met Bruce. He probably thinks I'm a weirdo. I'm like, what's he doing?
No, I watch your videos.
Oh, thank you,
I
Bruce.
already know if you know.
Am I still a weirdo though, right? Bruce found something that he wasn't sure if, oh yeah, it's got to be a token. It looks like one of those presidential tokens. Is that one of the presidents, Karen?
It looks like it.
You're better with them. You were in the military. You know all the presidents.
The generals I know.
Now my flashlight is in my
I
pocket,
can see
Bruce. I would tell you to reach in my pocket, but I just met you. All right, hold on. Bruce is getting his flashlight out. Let's see. Sometimes this works in. All right, so this side is. It does. It works
There's
incredible.
an eagle right there.
Yep, there's the eagle. So let's see. Here's the flip. Up, it must have flipped sideways.
Yep, like that.
It's hold at the top, and wow, who is that? I don't know if it's a president. It might just be some sort of a person from history.
Yeah.
How's that for vague? Oh, you know, I think it says Harrison. Maybe it's one like this Benjamin Harrison or somebody like that. I don't even know. That's a good find there, brother. It probably sounded really good.
It did.
I haven't even put my shovel in the earth yet today, so you're ahead of me.
Well, you can't talk the way you talk and get.
I know,
hold
that's
of
what
it.
happened. I do talk a lot, but
It takes a lot of lunch breaks.
hey, nice find, brother. I'm going to see if I can get on something and join you. All right, I'm walking around to see who found what here. A couple of interesting things. I bumped into this guy, Dog Tag Doug, who was talking to Ray because Ray, where are you from, Ray?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Yes.
Ray brought something for Doug. Yeah. Doug always seems to get the cool gifts. And may I see it? I don't even know if Doug saw it
It's
really
hard
yet.
to see it. You need a light on it.
I can see it. Oh, look at that. Obviously, you know he is known for dog tags.
Yep.
Now, this might be Doug's second oldest dog tag ever. I know you have one from 1899.
Yeah.
Do you have any other one before 1907?
I may have, and someone gifted it to me. I think in 1903 recently.
His best stuff was all gifted to him, Ray. It
Yeah.
must be nice to be a prima dugga, as we call him. A prima
I
dugga.
wish I was
I just knocked it
bar,
out.
Doug.
I just knocked it out, Doug.
Oh, that's nice.
I didn't mean to, bro. So you'll have to. You'll have to.
You are the destroyer of good
I
finds.
know. I'm gonna put it back in. Nobody will know. Ray, that's really nice of you. Thank you. I know if anyone in the world's going to appreciate this find more than you did,
Thank you, Ray.
it'll be this gentleman right
Appreciate
here,
that gesture.
the king of the dog tags.
And this does go on the collar of
Oh, I
fame.
know. Oh, that's right. It's going to go on that chain. Well, great job. Thank you, Ray. Good luck
Thanks,
to you,
Ray. I
brother.
appreciate that. Very thoughtful.
You lucky dog.
Like I said, I wish I had been known as Gold Bar Doug.
I know. We should have thought about that years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be shinier.
Tim, Yeah, I'm explaining to Tim how everything we find, Doug thinks it's silver, and he yells out silver all day long. He thinks...
I especially like to do it when he's a football field away.
Oh, yeah.
It's aluminum.
But Tim's got himself looks like a small religious medallion.
Yep.
And I saw, yep, there she is. I think it's the Virgin Mother, Doug. Is that who it is? Am I looking at? It's a woman.
Put my glasses on.
About 2
You
inches.
sure it's?
It's a woman. It's a woman. Okay. Or it could be like Marilyn Manson, but they don't make tokens with Marilyn Manson typically.
Is he still around?
And I don't know. I'm sure he's around somewhere. So is that writing or design on the
yeah,
back?
it's got writing around the edge.
All right. Well, he's going to spray it. I think he's going to spray it, right?
Yep.
I don't want to make him do anything.
He's got a spray bottle.
We'll see if we can figure out what it is. And while we're waiting,
water, but,
over here, give me your names again. I'm sorry, guys. What is it?
That's Joseph.
Joseph?
Lance.
Who got the Merc? Showing him up. May I come in tight here?
Oh, that's cool.
Let me take a look. This is the first silver coin I've seen pulled from here today.
Wow.
My favorite baseball team of all time. Doug, did you know that?
27
The 27 Yankees. So Babe Ruth potentially could have known someone that had a coin similar to this.
Any mint mark?
How's that for a
I don't
stretch?
think so.
No mint mark on that. Congratulations, man. Have you dug silver coins before?
Yeah.
And that dime is made out of the metal mercury. No, I'm only kidding. It's not. I'm only kidding, it's not.
It would be liquid in your hands.
Well, good job, man. Congratulations. I'm a little bit jealous. I got to admit it.
That means you have to buy your dad lunch.
Is he even your dad? Did you meet this guy on the way here?
Yeah.
I thought he was hitchhiking and this guy picked him up. Congratulations, man. Awesome job. Let me take a look at that.
It didn't clean up too well.
It did. No,
I'm
aluminum
gonna take a
does
little
not.
soft bristle with some CLR.
That's what you're going to have to do, yeah.
and it's
Aluminum's
just-
tough.
That's all Latin on the back, obviously, the religious stuff.
Well, hey, congratulations. And it must have sounded great, too.
Yeah, it's my first good find today, so.
Well, hopefully you get a lot more.
Oh yeah, the day is young.
And we're going to try to join you. There's Brian, who runs this hunt. Again, Dirt Fishing Adventures.
So I was happy about that.
Normally, it's a no expectations hunt. You show up. It's a colonial farm. As good as you can find, you're on your own. He is doing a small seeded hunt today, just to spice up the waters a little bit. Maybe we'll walk over. If I don't find anything by then, at least leave with a weedy or something. All right, I bumped into Gary, who was showing Steph a really cool find he had. Gary, where are you from?
I'm from Hardwick, Mass.
Oh, I was going to say Texas with that accent.
Nope.
Of course not. No, but Gary found this awesome button, which I knew was a Jacksonian button. Now, Steph, she was given she knew the guy whose name made it. His name was like George, and the street he lived on.
We make it up as we go.
I just knew it was a Jacksonian button. And I didn't even realize, but Steph said it was off of a vest, which I didn't realize. I assumed it was like a cuff because it is very small.
That's what I thought, yeah.
But vest sounds good. I'm going with it. She's good at what she does. And I don't know if there's a maker's mark on there or if it just tells you how good their gilt
There is
was.
a maker's mark. It'll just be a little bit difficult to see through your viewfinder. If we took a loop to it, we'd be able to read it though.
Unfortunately, I broke the shank taking it out.
You didn't have to admit it.
Yeah, why would you do that on camera?
That's all right.
Richard
I'm new to this
Nixum.
anyway, so.
Richard couldn't be here.
Gary
so.
Nixum. Now, hey, it happens. Awesome find though, man. I'm proud of you. That's a good one.
Thank you.
One of the best, coolest finds of the day.
Absolutely.
All right, we came in because they're doing a little giveaway midway through the hunt. And this is Sean.
603 Diggers, New Hampshire.
603 Diggers. I'll give him a little shout out there.
going on,
Found
guys?
something cool. He got this, which originally I thought was a belt slide, but he said was an old matchbook cover.
And we can open it. And the
Oh, it does
matches-
open?
Yeah, the matches are still in it.
Oh, they're still in it. Oh, son of a gun, that is so cool. Now, this is actually much older than you'd think. It's the 150th anniversary of the Constitution, which would put it around 1930 something.
Mm-hmm.
But to still have matches in there 90 years later,
Yes.
that's pretty cool. There's a lot of still original of the old gold plating on there too.
That is really cool. There's matches still in there?
There's still matches in there.
Still matches.
Oh wow, that's
I don't want to open it and risk breaking it, but that's a great find, man.
Later, guys.
603 Diggers in the house, brother. Good job.
Thanks.
All right, Dave has got something really good. Dave, we hunted together in Rhode Island. I remember you. I didn't remember your name. I apologize, but I remember the face. You do got a handsome face.
much in Rhode Island, but
Look at this
That
thing.
is stunning.
He got this
Oh
cameo.
my God, I love it.
What's amazing is this is like a paper,
It's in excellent condition.
which means that like
how is it that preserved?
it must have been covered by glass or plastic that maybe just recently fell off. I wouldn't be surprised if this turns totally black in a few hours.
Oh, come on.
From
Oh,
being,
no.
I'm serious,
Really?
because it hasn't been in
Can
the
we do
oxygen.
something
probably
so
still in
it
the hole.
doesn't turn
You
black?
could stick it in under your armpit and throw it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
plastic
no,
sleeve or
say it
something?
doesn't.
Maybe it's not paper. Maybe it's like not a tin type, but it's some sort. It
A
feels
material.
like it's paper.
It almost looked like there was a little gold gilt on the back. If you
I mean,
turn it
it's
over,
I don't even want to touch the paper.
like right
Where-
here, or
Well,
if that
I'm
was
sure
the
it probably
solder,
was
maybe it
gilt.
might be the solder.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was
yeah.
good. It was a
Yeah,
brooch,
still
but
got the pin on
the
it.
fact that you have the paper image
crazy.
is absolutely amazing that
Yeah.
it survived.
Yep.
It's got to be Victorian period, maybe
is
1880s, 90s. Well over 100 years old though.
It's
and that survived.
stunning.
It is stunning.
Awesome.
He loved it.
Congrats.
She offered to give you $1,000 for it. Oh no. Well, Dave, that is a beauty. I don't know what I would definitely put it in a closed case and keep it out of the air for sure.
My name's Corey.
Great find, brother.
Good job.
All right, I just bumped into David, who had a really good find, and I'm here with Nicola, who is an excellent detective herself. Even got some old dog tags herself, which maybe I'll see. But David got himself a nice early Matron head, and you said it was 1818, which I think the first one was 1816. Am I right?
I'm honestly not sure.
I'm right. I'm just trying to be
You're
modest. So it's a third year Matron head in nice shape. Where did you get this? Which field?
That field right over there.
Dude, I
on the hill
heard
by the road.
a woman in that field found a George
GW.
Washington button.
Yeah, my dad
Can you
saw it.
believe that? Your dad saw her dig it.
Yeah.
We're on a mission, Nick. We got to find this woman. That's an amazing find. I mean, you're talking $3,000-$4,000 button she pulled out.
Yeah.
But the historic value of it is just, priceless.
It was sweet.
Well done, brother. I'm assuming
Thank
you're
you.
local enough where you've probably dug other large scents, right?
Yeah.
I can sense the accent. And if you live up this way, you dig old stuff.
Yeah.
Well, good job, and I am on the hunt for the GW Finder.
It's a lady in a yellow vest.
I'm going to track her down, man. Yellow's one of the few colors I can see.
Yeah.
All right, I bumped in the dog tag Doug, of course.
And Jason, I got to tell you, this is probably one, and we've seen some really great finds. This is one of the best today.
All right, I've heard this talked up for, and you're like the third person, Doug, that
Well,
told
I've
me
already seen it, but I'm not
Lance
gonna
is
tell
the
you.
finder of this one, right? And Joseph, his son?
Yep.
I've heard a few people come to me and said, did you see what Lance found? So I'm really stoked. Let me see what it is. I see. That's the Massachusetts state seal, almost like a Massachusetts copper, but it's not. Is it a button?
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a Massachusetts militia button?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I think it's pretty rare. I don't know.
It's really, really rare. I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of those buttons where there's like 100 or so known to exist. You don't find a lot of things with the Massachusetts militia insignia at all.
What's on the back?
It looks like there was a
little
shank.
writing, but
It says
have
London
to be
underneath.
cleaned up.
Just London underneath of it?
Yeah, I can't make out what's on the top. But
Well, so the Massachusetts militia who fought against the Crown got the button made in London and shipped over here.
Yeah, that was nice of them.
Isn't that how it
wasn't
works? That is fantastic. This one might be in the Alberts book. You have the Alberts button book? I don't have it on me, obviously, because I don't travel with books, Doug.
You talk books all day.
But
Oh
that
my God.
this is probably, I wouldn't be surprised if this is $1,000+ button. Maybe more. I don't even know. I'm no button.
I've never seen one like that.
No, you probably never will again either. Lance,
Nice.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you.
What field was that in?
right across.
That's where the GW button was
Yes,
found.
and also that dogger type.
Doug, I'm going to go over there. I think you should go around here. No, I'm only kidding. Let's all go over there and see what else was left behind. Fantastic, Lance.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, we're getting ready to go back out, and I just met Mike and Corey, who actually each got something really good on the first half of the day, and I thought we would give them a little show here. Mike's got, I'm going to put it out to the sun, Mike. Mike's got a Seated Liberty half dime. Do you have a half dime in your collection already? No. No, you don't. First one. Before they made what we call a nickel, which is nickel size, they were half dimes. They were made of silver, obviously, and very, very small. A lot of people don't know. When you say half dime, they think I'm being pretentious and just don't call a nickel the right name. But there's the proof right there in the middle. But being so tiny and thin, they are very difficult to find. So that is quite the treasure. 1857, you said? Well done. And his wife, Corey, found this super cool suspender clip and it almost looked like there may have been writing up there, but I can't tell if it's just strategically placed scratches and stuff. You never know. But that's a really nice find. I love the old relics because each one is unique in its own right, and it's just more personal. A coin, not that it's not cool, but a coin anyone could have held, where this, you know, you kind of put yourself in that person's shoes, at least while you're holding it.
Oh, it's on the side of the house over there.
Well, congratulations, guys, and if you didn't hear, a George Washington button and a Massachusetts militia button were both found in that field. Each of those buttons, thousands of dollars, so guess where everyone's going to go? Right over there. Let's go do it. You too. All right, after the lunch festivities, Doug and I came back to this field, which is the field where the GW button was found, as well as the Massachusetts militia button. Two buttons, Owen, that are each thousands of dollars and incredibly rare. As a detectorist, these are like top tier, way up here, that high, Owen.
Wow.
Now, Owen got something, not quite on that level, but cool in its own right. He got himself an old lead bale seal. And when I was looking at it, you got some writing on there. I think it says, does that say salt in the middle?
And I don't know if it's brew or barn at the bottom, but.
Okay. Well, you know, these bale seals, they would crimp these over bags of grain and textiles and whatever was coming over from the boat. Back then, it would take you 2 months to get across the ocean. So this was their quality control, so that you know it wasn't tampered with. The weight is accurate. So even though it might not seem like much, I find these to be really historic. And if all the writing was on there and we could read it, it might tell you the port it came from, where it was going. Old bale seals tell a lot, and it really kind of dates the area. Although the GW button also dates the area.
Far better. Far better.
Nice find, Owen.
Thank you.
Let's go get some more. All right, my buddy Steve, who I met today, is getting ready to leave early, and he was nice enough to show me some of his finds. He got two things that I think are pretty notable, Steph. One is this spoon. I'm going to use your hand as the easel because I'm holding your other thing. There's some nice fancy going all over it, and I am one of those people that do appreciate a nice spoon design, even if it's not necessarily, you know, super old or a precious metal or anything. The cooler find you got is in my hand. He got this coin, and I'm going to put a nice photo in the video. Steph's right, it is a draped bust, large cent, and I can only see the very edge of her face profile, and maybe even a little bit of her hair now that I know what to look for. So, very impressive. You really earned your money. Not that Steve paid you a dime.
He didn't even pay me a penny. It's
No.
not mine.
Well, Steve, congratulations, man. It was a pleasure meeting you, my friend.
Nice meeting you.
And have a safe trip back to wherever the heck you're from. All right, Doug, I don't know if you know this. Doug's holding the camera. One of the people I've been communicating with the last couple of weeks, maybe months, is Kevin here. And what Kevin does is he takes totally ruined, dilapidated old toys and he restores them. Something I've always wanted to do, but I just don't have the skill, honestly.
Yeah.
And he said he made me one, which I was super stoked. I mean, he didn't make it for me, but he was nice enough to give me one. And he also said if I had an old vehicle and wanted to bring it to him, he would restore it, which I thought would be fun and interesting. So I brought Kevin this one. And Doug, if you remember, when we were together when I found this, it was actually in the thumbnail of my video, which I must have really liked it.
Yep.
So no pressure if you screw it up.
I'm not going to screw it up.
Doug, if it takes him a month, a year, 5 years, I don't care. I'm curious to see what it's going to look like after he works his magic. So this is for you.
And what did he give you?
He gave me this also.
Oh, that looks like a Packard.
And he's not even plugging anything yet.
No.
Now, by the time I get it back, he might have a big website, might be a millionaire, and I'll never hear from him again. But we will see. So, Kevin, thank you. Take your time. I'm really curious to see what you do with it.
I can't wait to show you guys what it comes out like.
Artistic license, my friend.
You're going to be really impressed.
Thank you. I'm more impressed than it is now.
Right.
All right, Doug is talking to young Xavier, who actually lives down in New Jersey, and he came all the way up to this hunt for a shot at some good old stuff. And Xavier got rewarded. This is Xavier's oldest coin.
It's a barber.
Not only his oldest coin of the day, but this is Xavier's oldest coin in the history of Xavier. Is that right?
Yep.
1890, what is it?
2.
1892. That is fantastic. and he got it in this field we're standing in, along with all these suckers. You hold that, Doug. Don't lose that. 2 Mercs. He got an Indian. He got a Buffalo nickel and 2 silver Washington quarters. Both look like they're 1948. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 silvers, buff, and an Indian. He killed a brother.
Making me look like a bum in the park.
Way to go. Well, you know what? He's shorter to the ground, Doug. He can dig holes better than you do.
Is that what it is?
And
maybe he's just a better detector.
he might be. And he's, you know, being extra handsome really helped him out too.
Oh yeah.
When you're a good-looking guy.
Don't worry. When you get old, you'll look like this.
Yeah. Xavier, it was a pleasure meeting you again, my friend, and I'll see you at the next one, brother. All right, no, Doug number 2 I'm going to call you, only because there's a Doug number 1. Doug found one of my favorite all-time things. I'm going to go to Nicola because she's my partner today, sort of. I love these things, and Doug probably knew I loved this thing because he ran it over to, well, he didn't run.
No, I don't run.
But I don't run either, man. Look at that. It's a beautiful smokehouse padlock. Probably railroad, could be railroad. Man, I love the Mickey ears. I love the dust flap. And yours has even markings on them, which is kind of rare. I absolutely love it. Will you do anything with this, like electrolyze it? I think it'll look great. Yeah. I think it'll look fantastic. Well, man, I'm super jealous. I would have rather had that than, well, not the GW button. But it's a good find, Doug. Way to go, brother. I'm happy for you. Thank you. Well, after alluding to it the whole video, I was finally able to track down the woman that found the George Washington inaugural button. And wouldn't you know it, my microphones failed and the clip is ruined. Now, I only brought the microphones because there was a hurricane going on and the winds were crazy whipping, ruining the volume if I didn't have them plugged in. But once they fail, it's too late and you don't know until after the fact. Now, if it was just me and Doug on a regular day and this happened, I would just delete the clip. But because this find was so significant, I'm going to have to do the dreaded overdubbing. That way you guys can see it and appreciate how awesome it is. So my apologies to the lovely Lori that found this amazing piece, but I hope you guys enjoy it. The absolutely incredibly scarce George Washington button. Well, here's the lovely Lori, and again, I apologize for the overdubbing, but here it is, the George Washington inaugural button. Now, this particular variety is known as GW11. It has the bold GW inside of the oval in the center, and then long live the president in a half circle going across the top. This variety has an Albert's rarity rating of R2, so there's several hundred known to exist, but all the George Washington buttons incredibly scarce. I scoured through the auction history and found this exact variety sold about 10 years ago for a whopping $11,500. So even though you don't get to hear the lovely Lori's voice, I wanted to make sure this clip got in because this find was absolutely incredible and one of the rarest things we found the entire trip. Awesome job. All right, we're winding down the day. I did spend a lot of the day with Steph. Again, Steph digs, shameless plug for Steph. She got a couple things today. You know, we talk a lot, we do. So we don't get a ton of chance to hunt, but Steph's got 2 really cool things.
Yep. This is a, I would say, mid to late 1800s pewter toy teacup. And this was cool because it's my very first one.
I haven't found one in over 5 years, so they're not easy to find.
Yep, a jaw harp.
Jaw harp, the nice way of saying it. And now I know it's not going to work anymore, but can you mimic the sound that would make if you were to play that jaw harp? The first one I ever found,
I'm gonna regret
I
that.
told Steph I bought a new one just to put next to it on the shelf, and I tried to play the new one, and it's just as embarrassing as you trying to airplay that one. It's not an easy task. But congratulations, it might not be amazing, but to knock a bucket lister off your list, that feeling is amazing.
And I'm a musician too, so this
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I played drums, guitar, and bass, and I played bass professionally in rock bands for many years.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, now you can play the jaw harp too, so
Maybe.
congratulations, Steph. I always love seeing you.
Love seeing you too.
Nicola, I always love seeing you. They have to go, or we would go out to dinner, and plus I don't know where the heck Doug is.
This was an awesome site. I think this is one of the best group hunts I've been to.
Oh, the GW button, the Massachusetts militia button. There was a half real. I got to track that person down.
Yep.
All sorts of cool things, and even if I didn't find them, I found the smiles on faces, and that's what it's all about. Let me go track down Doug number 1 and we're gonna get out of here.
All right.
Good seeing you guys.
Good seeing you.
Doug, another successful trip up to New England, wouldn't you say?
It was a great trip.
Not only were there incredible things found, but we were showered with gifts, and we are incredibly appreciative. Copper Stacks, who came out of the woodwork literally with t-shirts for each of us. Then we bumped into Ray, who gave you that awesome 1907 dog tag.
Greatly appreciated, and it kind of opened the floodgates to others being given to me. I thank you all for them.
And then, of course, Kevin, who not only brought me that truck that he had to fabricate, but he let me drop off a vehicle that I dug way back. He's going to fix that up. I can't wait to see what he does with it. So I'm sure we'll be back for part 2 on that one.
Terrific.
But the finds, Doug, there were some incredible things found up there. There was that awesome Jacksonian button with the eagle on it. I love them, and we only get a couple of those a year. That smokehouse padlock with the writing right on the dust flap.
Yeah, you love that one, didn't you?
I do love those ones. And then that incredible cameo, Doug, with the paper image of the Victorian lady. That thing was super cool. And the coins, Doug. Did you see some of the coins that were found?
Absolutely. I was there, remember?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. There was a whole bunch of large cents. I saw matron heads. I saw a braided hair. I saw a fairly wiped Draped bust large cent. Then there was that seated half dime, 1857, I think it was. And of course, young Xavier, Doug, all the silver in his case, including his oldest one ever, that incredible barber quarter.
That kid out-hunted us all.
Well, he's lowered to the ground, Doug.
Yeah, slower to the
But then the 2 coolest finds, in my opinion, Doug, Lance's Massachusetts militia button, going back to about the 1800s. That's incredibly rare, Doug. And then Lori with the incredible George Washington inaugural button, variety GW11, incredibly rare. We hardly ever see them. And in fact, there was only one, Doug, all year by yours truly.
Wow.
Thank you. But all in all, a fabulous trip, Doug. I'm looking forward to going back again next year. We still haven't gotten that pine tree shilling, so all that means is it's waiting for us in the ground.
Gives us a reason to go back.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So otherwise, we're out of here, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you later.
Later.